last week, a nice rally on Saturday that comes up short though. But what were your big takeaway from those 3 games over the past week?
I thought we played well. I thought Friday at home, I thought we were the better team for the most part of the game. I thought Saturday in Milwaukee, with the start we had, I thought we responded really well, and I thought going into third, I thought we were going to come out of there with points for sure, and unfortunately that didn't transpire, but we'll move on. But I like where our game is at.
One big thing I noticed in that Wednesday game, just getting on top of Texas early like the way you guys did, and that's getting those early goals has been a bit of a struggle, especially in that first period. What about this group has been able to jump out early like that and get on top and playing with that 1, 2, 3 goal lead like that?
Yeah, I think our start the last couple of games, except the last game, has been really good overall.
Talk about the play of Dylan Segura, notched 4 goals over the weekend. We just spoke to him, and one thing he talked about was perfecting his craft throughout the year. What has he done so far that has really stood out to you?
Well, I think he's found his game because he's been working. He's competing harder inside the dots. And he's been getting to those scoring areas more. And then he's a guy that kind of drives off the power play. Obviously, when he gets a couple on the power play there, he felt good about himself, and that carried over till Saturday. So I like where his game is at.
And how rewarding is that as a coach, seeing a player? We know that Dylan might have been struggling a little bit mentally and not getting as many points as he would like. But then you see him play like he has in the past couple games. How cool is that to see as a coach?
Well, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to help them, right? But he put a lot of work into it, and I give a lot of credit to him because when you're down in those situations, sometimes it's easier to spirals. But he dug himself out, so really happy for him.
2 games against 2 teams at the bottom of the division out in the Atlantic and East Coast. What stands out about those teams, and what are you looking forward to about getting to play those teams at the bottom of the division when you guys are fighting for points here?
Yeah, I don't know if we look at it that way. It's so early in the year, right? So, and in this league, it changes so much with call-ups and guys come down. So, we just try to focus on our game, to be honest with you, and see what we're going to do well, and then we'll take a look at what they do and see if we can find some areas that we can exploit a little bit. But right now, we're focused on what we're doing.
And what is that challenge going up against 2 teams? Not only that you don't get to see that often, but rarely do you guys ever go out to the East Coast like this.
Yeah, it's fun, right? It's fun to see some different teams and travel and get a chance to play those teams and see what that division looks like. So for sure, it's fun.
And then 5 and 8 days, I asked some of the players what's it been like for them to kind of find that rhythm and get going, things like that. But what have you seen from them as far as getting the body right, getting things ready to go as they face a tough stretch here?
Yeah, they're professionals. I mean, I think even some of the young guys, we have a great staff around them in there with John, Patrick, and Anthony, and all these guys that get them ready. So I think it's a collaborative effort from the players to that staff that takes care of it. So it's been, they look like they're ready to go.
And just how important is it to be playing well right now? Obviously, just with the weather getting colder, and I can't remember last year or at the end of the year said this, but like around that sort of New Year's time is when the team sort of started to realize, we can make a playoff run, we can get to the postseason. What about this group is you think getting to that similar path there?
Yeah, I think we have some guys that have been through that, so they know the importance of these games and getting points in these games. You're not going to win all the games, but to get points are important at this time of the year to kind of just keep adding interest in the bank, so to speak.